that we lost $11,000 trading today. Well boys, the winning streak is over. I flew too close to the pip and the forex gods slapped me back to humility. What's good, beautiful people? So right now is the London session and we're looking at GJ because we have been on a massive winning streak because of GJ. Just been making a lot of money trading GJ recently, so I thought that I could just continue ride out my lucky win streak for GJ. Right, so pretty much what we have right here was price pullback to this flip zone. Again, this demand zone caused this supply that we have over here to fail. And you can see we also got a market shift which proved to us that the internal order flow has officially shifted bullish. So it's a pretty simple bread and butter setup, waited for price to pull back to the flip zone. And I pretty much place a buy stop order above this candle right here. This is my liquidation candle because this candle took out the available liquidity from the inducement that we have over here. Right, so we got an inducement, we got a liquidity sweep right there. Boom, a very aggressive entry, and we're just targeting like this next 5-minute supply that we have up here, right? So let's just see how this goes. But you know, I've been really lucky with GJ, so let's hope that this luck sustains itself. You know, a lot of traders don't want to admit it, but luck does play a role in trading. Like sometimes you take a trade and it works out, not because your analysis is perfect, but because the market just so happened to move in your favor. Like you were at the right place, you were trading the right currency pair at the right time. But here's the truth, luck might get you a win here and there, right? But eventually your winning streak, your lucky streak runs out. And only skill can keep you consistent. That is why it's so important for you to actually master the skill set of trading and not just blindly rely on luck or signals. And I'm saying this because I've learned this the hard way. When I started trading, I had so many times where I was so lucky and I felt like I was a genius. There was times where I would flip $100 to $500 in a few days. And then there were times where I would just be on a huge winning streak and I would just predict price and price would just play out exactly the way I wanted to play out. But then I realized that, cool, I could always make this amount of money, but I couldn't keep it. Right, because I didn't know how to manage my risk properly, and eventually my luck just runs out. Eventually I just give back all my profits back to the market because, you know, I didn't have like a proper system, I didn't have discipline, I didn't bother or even know what is risk management. That is why if you have ever had a lucky win, good. But ask yourself, can you repeat that 100 times? Can you scale that with 100k, 500k, or even $1 million? That's the difference between, you know, gambling and professional trading. Now, take this trade as an example. Like, it might look like I got lucky on this trade, but honestly, luck is really when preparation meets opportunity. Because over here, what happened was that I saw the liquidity sweep, I saw price mitigating my flip zone, and I just executed it without hesitation, reservation, or fear. If I hesitated, if I didn't pull the trigger at the right time, at the right moment, I would have missed out on this move here. And the funny thing is, like, if I take this trade on, let's say, a Monday instead of a Wednesday, this exact same trade wouldn't have played out so nicely, right? Because sometimes the market conditions is just not ideal, right? So instead of going up immediately, price could go into a drawdown before price go my way, or price could even hit my stop loss. So, like I said, luck do play like a factor when it comes to trading. But if you're just blindly relying on luck, then you are really not a trader at all, to be honest. Quite simply put, luck is what gets you through the door, but consistency is what keeps you in the room itself. Honestly, just by understanding how the market works helps a lot, right? That's one of the main driving factors that really turned me from broke to becoming like consistently profitable. You must understand that price is fractal. Whatever happens on the higher time frame must first happen on the lower time frame, right? So the lower time frame structure has to shift first before the higher time frame structure can shift. So using this example right here, if we look at the lower time frame, like the 5-minute or even the 1-minute time frame, you can see that on a 1-minute time frame, price is creating like this lower high, lower low dynamic, right? Lower high, lower lows. Okay, so this was that last lower high. So if price is able to take out that last lower high right here, this pretty much tells us that the 1-minute time frame structure is shifting from bearish to bullish. And once the 1-minute time frame structure is shifted bullish, then we can expect the 5-minute time frame, the 5-minute structure, or even the 15-minute structure to start shifting bullish. And you can see the 15-minute structure, that last lower high is over here, right? So if we get a market shift right here, on the 1-minute time frame, all it does is that it tells us that price could potentially be pulling back to that last lower high. And then based on this, we can either continue bearish or actually shift bullish, right? Because Whatever happens on the higher time frame must first happen on the lower time frame. So in this example right here, you can see 1 minute structural already shifted bullish. Now where is price gonna head up to next? It's gonna head up to this next 15-minute lower high. And if price were to take out that 15-minute lower high, then 15-minute structure has also shifted bullish. Then that tells us that this pullback is over, price shifted bearish to pull back to this flip zone, right? And this pullback is over, and right now we're about to continue with the higher time frame bullish structural, right? So that's really how you merge the different time frame and really come up with like a proper bias. And honestly, it's really that easy, right? Like people just like to overcomplicate shit online nowadays, but it's genuinely really that easy because market structure is essentially like the skeleton of the market. If you can understand that alone, bro, you're gonna be like better than 80% of the traders out there. Market structure tells you the story, tells you what price is doing. It shows you where the liquidity is, where the traps are, and who's getting fucked in the asshole. If you can't read that story, then you are not a trader. You're just reacting to what the market throws at you. Like just looking at price right now, if I want to be like really conservative, I'll probably place my take profit right here at this nearest 5-minute lower high supply right here. And I know for a fact that price will definitely hit that before, we continue shifting bearish. And the only reason why I actually target right here is because I'm assuming that this flip zone is gonna hold and price is just gonna continue bullish and take out this high right here and go up to this zone right here. Well, I guess my lucky streak ran out. I really jinxed it. Why the f did I jinx it, bro? Why did I jinx it? I was never ever celebrate a win. This is why I say never ever celebrate a win, okay? But it's cool. I just came back from my fitness test, the mandatory military fitness test that we go through every single year. And the good news is I managed to pass and got silver, so that's additional $300 into my pocket from the government itself. Thank you very much. But the bad news is that we lost $11,000 trading today, right? So if you take 11K minus off the $300 that the government gave me, I'm only down 11K, alright? So what's the moral of the lesson here? Never ever say that you are on a fucking lucky streak, alright? Never ever say that you're on a winning streak. If not, Lady Luck is gonna go away. Well, boys, the winning streak is over. I flew too close to the pip and the Forex gods slapped me back to humility. It's time to light a candle, no, I mean a cigar, and just review the journal and pretend that I meant to take the L for data collection purposes. Back to monk mode I go.